trying to weigh out the pros and cons of this. And I decided I was going to do a pre-recorded video. And that was my plan coming into my studio. And it didn't work out like that because do a pre-recorded video within StreamYard, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a huge tech person, so How's that? Is there sound, Kim? Can you hear me? My goodness, I'm so not a tech person. Hopefully it came up for sound. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I recorded, but you have to have a paid StreamYard to do pre-recorded. So I was like, well, I'm not fussing right now. So here we are. I'm doing a live stream. I was going to record, and then I have what changed. Okay, so I had a request. I've had several requests actually, and then last night in my live stream, someone requested to see the the haul that came with the Crop and Crate Delivered, which magazine. They actually have a really cool. Um, oh, please. And actually, when you receive your box, it's like a 12-pound box, and that's not counting if you get any of the extra goodies that they offer along in the lead up to the event. So this is the cover, and then you get the table of contents, and this is beautiful Catherine, who um, is the owner, and she is the founder and all that jazz of the Crop and Crate Delivered SCT. So first off, so we had 16 presenters, 19 classes, I guess, because we had a few that were just quick classes that we got like just little like toner cards that you could color or foil. And there was really kind of no class to that, just a small video clip. So yeah. Okay, Kim, take care. You have a beautiful day. Don't work too hard. Hi, Susan. Hopefully you guys can still hear me and stuff. Because I was having, I don't know, my internet, maybe my internet works better at night. I know, I don't know. Anyway, so the first class was Sarah Davies with Crafter's Companion. And she, so each person in the class, they provide your materials. And what they don't provide, usually SCT will provide like our card stock, usually get a really thick stack of white card stock in 100-pound for your card bases and 80-pound for stamping and die cutting. And then you get black card stock if it's needed, or craft card stock. You get acetate if it's needed. So all of those things are provided. So this is a really cool box for people that may not have stamped before but would like to dive in and try a bunch of things and explore the different companies. The only things that you would have to have is probably your paper trimmer, some glue, scissors, stamping things, I don't know, the basics, and some inks. So yeah. So the first class was Sarah Davies, and she included this beautiful stamp set. I'm going to see if I can pull this out, flip it over just while I show the stamps and stuff. So she included, and let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, I guess that's as zoomed as I get. Um, oh, is it, Susan? How about now? Does that look okay? I'm telling you, my internet, I think I might, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to end it. And I'm just going to unhook all of my camera stuff and hook my phone in and record a quick video. Is it better? Or are we still having the issue? And you know, it could be StreamYard. I don't know. I had a difficult time opening it up this morning. How are we doing, Susan? Ugh. I need Debbie J. Oh, morning live. How's that? It's still freezing a little for me. Might be StreamYard. I think, well, my internet's okay. I usually do fine with that, but I think Robin hit the nail on the head. I think it's StreamYard because I didn't have this kind of issue the other night, and I don't know. So maybe I start using Zoom because there's other reasons I need Zoom anyway. So I might just switch over to using the paid version of Zoom. But anywho, can you guys hear me now? I closed out YouTube and I'm just watching through StreamYard. So hopefully, I know, Susan, I am not a techie myself. Yeah, I'm not. And hi, Robin. Okay, so you guys, and I'm sure StreamYard's probably got some lag behind YouTube, but like I said, I closed out my YouTube. So, oh, you know what? I can probably open my YouTube on my phone and check it out. Maybe that's it. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? Good morning, Kelly. Oh, yes, I can hear myself. Okay, that's good. All right. Let's go to live chat. At least I can follow along here and hope for the best for the rest. I'll try to go pretty quickly. And if anybody has questions, I'll kind of try to pay attention on my phone. How's that? All right. So the first class was Sarah Davies with Crafter's Companion. And oh, perfect, Kelly, because I know you said you'd like to see what was in this box. This is, I'm showing the contents that come in that Crop and Create box that I was telling you about several months ago. So this is the stamp of the beautiful sunflower and the hearts and the butterfly. And in her kit, she also included gilding flakes. So we got 3 pots of gilding flakes. We got it in burnished copper. We got it in argent, which is a silver, and we got it in aureole, which is a gold. And they're just beautiful. She also included in her kit a liquid glue, which was it's a mixed media glue, which is like fast drying. So when you put it down, it dries fairly fast, and it also stays a little tacky. So this was to use with the gilding flakes. And she also included with that an empty ink, like a dry ink pad, a little dry ink pad that we could squirt the glue on, because we did use it on the stamp. We actually stamped with the glue and was able to apply gilding flakes. And then she did these little sponges to be able to sponge on. So this was the contents of Sarah Davies, and we got, I'm trying to think. Oh, we did get several sheets of the paper that she wanted us to gild for our cards. And I did have a couple of little scraps of that left. How's everyone doing? You're hearing me now. Good. I think, hi, Bonnie, how are you? So I think, yeah, I think that might have been the problem, Susan. I think I had to close out of YouTube and just watch from StreamYard. So hopefully I'll miss. If anybody has any questions, just kind of like, I don't know, flash me. You can do some bright exclamations or stars or capital letters or whatever. So, so this was the kit for Sarah Davies, and these were the cards that she included in her class. This was the stamping of the butterfly that we did with the gilding flakes. And then this one here, this was stamping on acetate and then using the glue to add the gilding flakes to the back of it. I think we had like a double-sided adhesive sheet, which could be, it might be inside of there, but it was super cool. And then this was the third card that we did. And did we have I feel like we had a stencil for her. Maybe I'm missing the stencil. Do I see a stencil? Oh yeah, heart stencils. Huh, what did I do with that? So we had a heart stencil that came with that too. Oh my gosh. I tried to pull, I had everything put away, and I dug it all out and pulled everything out by class so that I could show it, because I wasn't going to show it, but then I continued to keep getting requests. So I'm like, okay, I'll show it. And there was controversy around when we could show things. So, you know. You see a skull mouth? That's cool. Oh, my skull over here. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Look at that. Woohoo! Halloween, you know? Mm-hmm. So that was her class. And the next class was Taylor from Tailored Expressions. And she did these really fun birthday cards. And she included the dies to cut these things out. She included the stamps that you would stamp on the things. She also, spooky fun, yeah. And then she also included the layering stencils that you use to stencil these cards. And that's what these look like. And so my cards, I stuck pretty close to the instructors' card examples. So these were the 3 cards that Taylor did in class. They were so bright and fun. I didn't have her inks, and that's another thing. If you don't have the exact ink supplies that they use, they offer codes and discounts for you to go to their site, and specifically they're just, well, exclusively for the people that are part of the event. So you really do get pretty deep discounts. And then this card here. So I keep these in a box. I did the one from the March event. I did the same thing. I have a box with all of the cards in it because I like to I like to keep them as kind of a reference so that I can go back and look and recreate the cards or change them up or whatever, you know, in the future. So that was the second class. The third class was through a company. Some of you might have heard. It's a pretty big, and they sell a lot of different things. Is scrapbook.com. And Laura Graff, she does a lot of their social media stuff. She taught the class, and we did 3 different cards for that class. And in their kit, I'm trying to just skip through. In their kit, she included these rub-ons. You got a die set, which was really cool. And you got stencil, and you got some cloud whip, which is like a stencil paste or an embossing paste. Really cool. You can color this. You can add it. It's like texture paste, I guess. You can add re-inkers, ink, marker color. You can add anything you want and color it. You can even add the little stickles or pops of color to that to color it, which is really cool. So that was that. Let me make sure I got everything in hers. Rub-on transfers, clouds. Yep. So that's what we got in her kit, which was really fun. Oh, hopefully I don't have a craft-a-lanch. I thought of you when I was watching you last night, Robin. I was like, oh my gosh, when stuff fell. I was like, that's what I call a craft-a-lanch. A lot of people call it a craft-a-lanch. So in her class, we made this cute little shaker, and we used the rub-on on the inside. And this was the cloud paste that we used. And then this is called an infinity card. I made these like 20 years ago. We call them never ending cards. You just kind of flip them and flip them. And it's just never ending. There's you can see my little sticky notes that I put on things for the card numbers. So yeah, this was a fun class. And of course I was familiar with these, so it was super easy. And the book is beautiful, you guys. They include on the opposite cover for the beginning of the class a quote by the instructor, which is really neat. And this it can just kind of like touch everyone. I just want to read this one. Few things are more important than making a little time for yourself each day. The happier you are, the more that you can offer to others. Isn't that awesome? So this was Angie Hunt. She's one of my favorites. I follow her on YouTube. Her stamp company is called LDRS, which stands for Little Darling Rubber Stamps. She also sells her things. She does a lot of HSN, for anybody that does the Home Shopping Network. I do too, Susan. I really love them. Hey, Dan. I just saw you had some videos up. I was going to go check them out and see how the fish were doing. So in her class, she included a stamp set. We got 2 actually, because we got the, is this the one for the, oh, that's from last year. Wait, is this year's? Yeah, this is this year's. Okay. We got the stamp set. Yes, the stamp set of the images. And we also got the sentiments. And I love these hummingbirds, you guys. And she also included a layering stencil, which was really neat. There's no coloring if you don't want to. You just overlay the stencil over the stamp, and you just smush your, blend your ink on. So it was really cool. And she includes a guide with that. So really cool company. She has some nice things. And of course, like I said, the dies. This happy birthday is from the spring event. That didn't come in it, but yeah. So that was that. And these were my cards that I created for her. I love the hummingbirds so much. And this one was with the roses. And I love how she did the window in the front. And then this one here. I love it. They're beautiful. So I know, Sable. I'll have to get your address, dear, and I will send you a card. So that was that class. I'm telling you guys, it was packed. It's just packed full. The box is packed full. So the next class was Michelle Curry from Pinkin, Maine. I loved her class also. She's just newly gotten into foiling and all that jazz. And it's really cool. Oops, sorry, I dropped. And these pouches and magnet sheets and stuff aren't included. This is just how I store my stamps and dies, so everything stays together. But she included the large snowflake stencil, which is really cool. She did the snowflake adhesive transfer stickies, which were these. These are really cool. They're like rub-ons almost, but when you put them on your paper, they have like a clear sticky that stays. And things like glitter, flocking, foiling, all of those things will stick to this. So we just were supposed to get one, but one, she wasn't happy. And these companies, they are all about making sure the customer is happy. So she was not happy with the first one that was printed for the box. So she sent a batch out to Catherine to add to the box that she felt was a little more you know, usable for the customer. So we ended up with two. I don't know which one might not be as good. They both looked good to me, but anyway. So we ended up with two of those. She also included a little stamp set with that included sentiments. Good morning, Ma. Hello. Wait, I missed it. What hummingbirds? Oh, I'll show you again, Susan. And then she included a die set that coordinates with some of the, all of the sentiments and some of the snowflakes. And she included a big heart in that. And this one was this one the large? I'm trying to think if this one came from this. The cheer foil. And we got foilables, which are little pieces of cardstock with like a toner foil, a toner ink on them. So those are foilable through a hot laminator. The large snow. So maybe, was it this one? Oh, this one might have come. It was this one that came, the stencil, not this one. This one was this one was gifted to me. So that wasn't it. Ugh. But we also got this, which is called a cut and emboss stencil. And you actually put the paper in, and it actually has die cuts edges, and it actually cuts them out, but it also embosses the snowflakes. So we got this stencil and this. They coordinate. So you could lay them over them, and you could ink your die cuts. That was that. And here's the hummingbird, Susan. This was from LDRS. And a lot of these companies, they make this stuff exclusive for Crop and Create. Some companies do opt to open the sale for the public. I'm not sure of the time limit after, if it's a couple months, 6 weeks, couple weeks, I'm not sure. But they will open it up. So keep your eyes open. If you like any of this stuff, some of these companies, they might have opened up sales to the public. All right. So there's that. And I don't have the foilables or anything that she gave because I used them. But these are the cards that I created. My sticky thing, it took me a minute to get used to them, so they were kind of funky. Oh, you're welcome, Susan. Hello, Lilith. So these were the snowflake cards. Aren't they so pretty? They're so bright and shiny. I love foiling on cards. You could do it on craft things. Oops, this one goes this way. It's just beautiful. I love it. So that was Pinkin, Maine. I'm so glad you guys are checking this out. And I will leave a link. I didn't do any of that because I was new to just trying to like go live on StreamYard. So yeah, I'll leave a link for SCT. And if you guys are interested, anybody that's interested in card making and wanting to, you know, get your feet wet, I will leave the link on how to sign up for their newsletter so that you can be on the list to get notification for their fall event. Yeah. Okay, next company was Kelly Cahoot with Honeybee Stamps. Oh, I love their stuff so much. She included a bunch of flat-backed pearls that coordinated. We also got a small paper pack that she puts together just for the event to use for the cards. Look at this fabulous die set. You probably can't tell all of the things, but oh my goodness. Then she did some sentiments with the coordinating dies. Let me see. Her cards, these are examples of her cards. And look at this, guys. All of the stuff. I'll show you the cards. But this is my pouch of all my stuff that I have. This is all that I had left over. So I still had some full sheets of paper left. I kept all of my scraps. I kept the leftover papers from the paper packs that came from the company. So this is the paper pack that we received from them. So you can, whoops, you can see there's tons left. And they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're double-sided. So a lot of, I forget the name, textile type texture looking papers. I love that, the wood grain. So she included a full pack of the paper, like I said, that was card size. I know, Ma. Great for paper crafters. I mean, if anyone wanted to, like I said, jump in, it's a good way to start. You kind of get a taste of all the companies. So she used that die set and did 3 different types of cards. This first one was a Christmas more holiday card, which, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And then she did an autumn one. I love that she included, like, this is also the poinsettia. You can take the poinsettia and use it as a sunflower just by inking it a different color. But the pumpkin, the squash, just change up the colors. You get a whole different look. And this one she did with the spring look. And I want to say, like, this one was more of a Christmassy bird, and then she did a bluebird for the spring window. And I saw some fabulous cards where people were taking and putting acetate behind the card. I mean, behind the window to make it look like a see-through window. So nice. They do, Susan. I love them so much. I love them so much. So we got a really nice kit with from Honeybee also. Okay, next company. A lot of you guys know Kim Kesty from Spellbinders. They were amazing. They were amazing in the spring too. So she included this bow die set. Creates a bow like this. You can use it. You can turn it into a card. It can be a gift topper. It could be a tag. But she included did the dies for that. Also included this die set that creates a little tree with the Mary in it and some other things. She included as gems and a 3D embossing folder that does the candy stripes, which I thought was so fun. So trying to think. Yeah, the gems, the folder, the die set. And I love that they list under each thing what you should have. So let's go to Spellbinders. Ooh. So these are the cards that I created for Spellbinders. Aren't they gorgeous? This was a lot of die cutting and then inlay, which was fun. Hi, beautiful day. How are you? Here was the lovely bow. Oh, I just love it so much. And then the last one with, and also these two have the 3D embossing folder on them. I don't know if you could see the texture through the camera, but just pretty, just pretty. I have so much fun doing these, you guys. I just don't, I have a hard time parting with the cards that I make. That's why I keep them. I keep them in a little box. And then I just use them for reference, and then I recreate the project usually. All right, so that was that class. Really nice laid out instructions. Some of the companies really go all out and they show you how to prep for each class. All right, next one was a class by Ranger, taught by Simon Hurley, who is a young card creator. He is only, I think, 21. He just turned 21. And he started working with the, Ranger. A long time ago. He actually started card making when he was young, and he is just like flying. He is just so successful. But he included one of his layering stencils that does like the winter scenes. He included this really cool hi I'm trying to think who it is. Hi, Mindfully Crocheted. I know your name and I can't remember. Oh my gosh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, good morning. Hi, beautiful day. This is the crop and create box that you guys were asking about when I said I'm getting ready to do it, and I was excited for the box to come. So, hi, Nancy. I'm so glad to see you guys. So anyway, he included this really pretty stamp set. Oh, I don't know how well it shows on that. I love the images in it with the moose and the polar bear. You actually could color it up and it could be something different, but the penguins and little puffin, the skates, the cardinal, which could also be a blue jay. Really, really cool. Mara, that's it. Hi, Mara. And he included the dies to cut all of those images out, except for the sled. That was like the big running joke. He's like, you guys can fussy cut the sled. Okay. He also included, because these are some of his big sellers that he has, is this was the original sellers, which is called the Lunar Paste, which is a really lovely, shiny, it's like a embossing paste. And you can use this through stencils. You can use it to color things. But, oh my gosh, it's like liquid gold. And then he also did the just started the solar paste line, which is it's the same sort of paste, only it's like an interference. It's clear, but it has the interference color, so it definitely looks different going on white paper versus black paper, but it's super pretty. So we got this one, which is, you guys, the name Royal Flush. So anyway, we got that. He also included his no diving ink, which is a pretty blue, and he also included some detail blending tools that Ranger sells in really small, and they're double tipped, which is really cool. So you don't get 5, you get 6, you get 10. Actually, I thought there was, I guess that maybe it was just 5, but you get those. What else did he got? The paste. Yep. So that's it in his kit. And let me show you the cards from that. Oh, actually, there's, I'll take the cards out for that, but actually there was a couple of cards. These are the cards that I'm talking about that were toner sheets. They're printed on a toner printer, and these can be foiled. They can also be colored with alcohol markers. But these were the in-between videos that we did, and I colored this with alcohol markers, the sunflower. Here you go, ABD. It's the sunflower. It's beautiful. So these were the cards that I created in Simon's class. Really, really cute. And this has got a lot of the texture on it with the stencils that he included and the solar paste. This was kind of like a night snow scene, I guess. The birds. And this one was all about lining up the stencils and how versatile. Because these are really cool stencils. They're actually reverse stencils. I'll show you real quick for those that may have not seen them before, but you get, you can stencil the images on the top, but then you can cover it over. You can move it up, cover it over, and you can stencil above them. So you actually get, and the same thing here. He includes the cutout so you can stencil, and then there's a little mask that he tapes over the top. And then the windows. But they're really cool because you can use them. You can get super creative. Yes, thank you for coming on, you guys. Still a couple of friends I haven't seen that I know were asking about the kit, but that's okay. She can watch the replay. Was this a craft? Okay, so Ma, it was actually a virtual event that you can do online. The company is based out of Canada. It's called Scrapbook Cards Today. This is it. You can I'll post a link in the description, but this is their event. It's called Crop and Create Delivered Card Making, and this was their fall event. I also participated in the spring event, and each time I'm telling you the boxes are like packed full. You can see, look, I ruined my book because I use it, but this was the book from the spring event. Same thing. You get just tons of goodness. So yeah, so you purchase a box. I didn't purchase mine. I was actually gifted mine from a dear friend. And thank you, Judy. And yeah, so I was able to participate because of that. But I'll tell you what, I'm getting on the list for the fall event. I'm definitely doing it. So yeah, I'm going to save my pennies. And what they do is they pack this box full of all of these supplies. You get 16 classes from 16 instructors, and then you get some short videos that some other instructors come in and just show you real quick, like I was saying, like a coloring. They give you a coloring card and they show you, like, it's like maybe a 5 to 10, 15-minute video showing you the process and techniques of using alcohol markers to color in, images. So it's really neat. And then at the end, you get a bonus from Jennifer McGuire. She's like a big crafty guru that supports a lot of different companies. She takes all of the supplies, from all of the classes, from the entire box, lays them all out, and she mishmashes everything together and creates cards using all of the different companies' supplies, which is really fun. So the next class is Miss Gina Kay. She's been around since the 1900s, like me. I've been following her since the beginning. But she included this beautiful stamp and stencil set. She's got some sentiment dies that she included and the sentiment stamps. And she did the dies. I'm trying to think. She did the stencil, the phrases, the stamp. I think that's it. This was the decorative stencil. And then in this, she's got the layering stencil kit. That's what she did. She did these layering stencils that you don't have to color the flowers if you don't want. You can just die cut, stamp, die cut, and then do the layering stencil. So yeah, she did a great kit also. She always does great kit in anything, even on her website. I watch her regularly. So these were her cards for her classes. And like I said, I stayed pretty close, minus the boo-boos that I made on some, but that's character. So this is a really neat card. It's like an easel card that stands up and it opens up in the front like this. And I love how she did it on the design of the regular back card stand so that you can write on the inside. So that was card number 1. Card number 2 was a Z-fold card, which is really pretty. And card number 2, you kind of pull it out when you get it out of the envelope and it pops up like this. You could probably see the depth. And then it looks really cool standing. And then she did a thin layer to go over the back, attached to the back for standing. So just a beautiful display card. So that was that class. Very fun. We're almost there. We're almost halfway through. I'm not kidding. A lot comes in this box. The next one is from the fun Stephanie Bernard. She owns Stamps of Life. She's a fabulous artist and presenter. She included our several stamp sets. We got the Flip It Mary with the sentiments and the labels, and then the little images, all of the dies. We also got a die set for the Flip It card, which was super fun. And I'm trying to think of what else she might have. We got, she also included her paper and, oh yeah, a paper pad. A full paper pad. She included a full paper pad, a 6x6 for this class. I forgot to pull that out. This is how I store mine so all my loose pieces don't go flying. But yeah, and the cool thing about her paper pads are the dies that she has coordinate. Some of the dies coordinate with her paper, and you can just take the little stocking die and lay it right over the paper and actually cut out the stocking. Same thing with the presents and the trees that she has on here. Some of the presents, those fit into these present dies, and some of these background papers I'm trying to find, because we used a lot of them that had the trees and images on them. But see, these are used for your die cuts. And I can't find the tree. We must have used it. I know I used it on my card, but there's where I cut one out. Oh, and here's another one. But yeah, so really cool. I love her class. It's always so fun. Last spring's was fun also. Oh, get in there. Okay. So that was that kit. And my cards for Stephanie were as follows. This one, and I love this. It's got the little stocking that comes out. 1900s. Yes. Yes. I have been crafting for like 30 years, you guys. Well, maybe longer. I've been crafting, but I got into doing cards and stuff in my 20s. So I just gave away my age. So the second one, this is that die. It's a Flip It. Isn't it fun? So Merry Wishes being sent your way. I love it. And then this one she did, she taught us to how to take another piece and fold it over and then use the die and trim off. And you end up with an inside flap that you could close up. You could stick a little pocket and put a gift card in there. Really cool. You guys are funny. So that was her class. Another presenter that really lays out the instructions well. Loved that. For those that are new to things. A next company that I totally love, and my friend Judy that gifted me the box. She's like a lawn fawn junkie. But this is taught by Jen Shirkus, who is my neighbor down in Massachusetts, because for those of you guys didn't know, I'm in Maine. And so, yeah, she's not far. She actually teaches for Lawn Fawn. So they included this cute little crow girl, little scarecrow girl, and the dies. And they also, this was a separate die set with all these borders. You got like these different size scallops and a little fence. It was just so cute. And then this is not going to show up on the white, but it's like a swirling leaf stencil, which was super fun. They also included paper, but I used that on my cards, so I will show you the cards. So cute. So these are the little crow girl. And these are all the little snippets of paper. They just did little card front size pieces of paper that you would use. Yeah, so cute. And these polka dots, this is part of the paper. She actually showed the techniques of stenciling and inking over the designer paper, the pattern paper. So isn't it so cute? I love them. I love this class so much. All right, so that was that class. And the next class, I believe, is Brutus Monroe. This is like your card making Bible when you're taking when you're doing the event, because it has everything you need in it. It shows for each card all of the steps that you need, what you need to do to prep everything. It's just really cool. So Christopher Allen, owner of Brutus Monroe, he included this Autumn Vibes stencil. We got an Autumn Vibes stamp set, which has a beautiful plant, which you can't see well in this because I inked it up and I didn't line it up to the image. And then he included coordinating dies. So super cool. He also included little bottles of his liquid watercolor. We got them in the primary colors, red, yellow, blue. So those were fun. We got, he showed us how to use those in some cards. He also included 4 little pots of his popular embossing powders. So we got this beautiful rainbow sparkle. We got some sterling, which is the silver. We got a black, which is his raven, and alabaster white. So that was really cool that we got the 4 pots of that. What else did he give us? The stencil, the stamp and die, the pigments. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm looking. I don't see anything else. So I think that's it. But that's not it. That's a lot. So that was really fun class. Learned some neat techniques. Oh, and we also got watercolors. So I was telling you, we got the 2 different pounds of white cardstock, black, craft color, acetate, and watercolor paper, because this class we did the watercolor. So that was really cool. Actually, a couple classes we did watercolor. So this was so pretty. Showed us how to combine the stencil with the, I was just thinking about that book. It is such a resource to have. Oh, what book did I mention? Yeah, it was so much fun, Ma. Very, very fun. So this was cool. And this is the 3rd card. But I love how we combined the embossing powder in kind of a different way. It was really cool. Thank you. I did make a lot of cards. I made close to 60 cards. So so this was a 4-day event. So I did it over 4 days. You get up in the morning, you start in the morning with a class, like an opening ceremony each morning. And then we had a closing ceremony in the evening at 9 o'clock. But in between then, it was they were 90-minute classes. Oh, this book. Oh yeah. Yes. It is a great resource, and I love it. And I still turn back. Actually, I mixed this one up with my spring one because I took the spring one out thinking about making some cards that were in it. And I was like, wait, this isn't the fall book. So next one, for the card makers that are watching, you guys will recognize Kathy Zilski. She taught for Concord and 9, and they included some coordinating enamel dots. They included some sentiment stamps and some small little designs, because we also got dies. This wonky banner actually cuts out the banners here. And then we got an independent friend die. And these are layering stencils that stencil all of the plants, which was really cool. And I want to say, yes, it was 3 stencils that they included in that. They also included the inks for their cards. So we got Juniper, Briar Rose, Lemongrass, and Pebble. So they actually include their new their new colors right in there. So that was fun. And let me get the cards for that. Sorry, there's so many. I start getting distracted and overwhelmed. Good morning, Judy. Sorry I didn't wait for you. I was going to just do a pre-recorded video and then I got stuck and then StreamYard was messing up. So I ended up just hitting the live button. So these are the cards from Concord and Ninth. These are using the dies that they included and inking them up. They also included their paper. This is their paper from Concord and Ninth, which was really nice. And then here's the third card. And Judy, she was my lovely fairy godmother that gifted me this opportunity. Thank you so much, Judy. You know I love you so much. So we worked together and did the classes, some of the classes. I'm very vigilant about doing the homework that they give you to do ahead of time. So I always manage to get everything done in class. Judy calls me her star student. Right, Judy? So the next class was Altenew. They did a fantastic class in the spring as well. And this class was fun. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the spring class, but hey. So yeah. So they included this beautiful floral stamp with the sentiments. They did coordinating dies. They also included a 3D embossing folder that actually coordinates, it lines up with the stamp. So I'm not sure how well that shows on the screen. Let me see if I can pull it out. There, maybe that shows a little better. I'm not sure. We'll try. So there it is. And with this, they also include the coordinating stencils so that you can go around, and it says right on it that it matches the embossing folder. So you can go around and stencil all of these parts. And yeah, just makes beautiful cards. Mine were a little wonky. I'm a little, I have a hard time like getting there sometimes with some of the stuff. But so these are the cards that we did for Altenew. And I actually took my second card and I incorporated, which now they're probably stuck to the back of the first card or one of them. But I took and embossed, but these are just my practice cards that stay in my box. They don't go to anyone. I practiced by putting the glue that we received from the Crafter's Companion Kit and use the gilding flakes. So, and this was an independent die that also she included. We got the stamp and the coordinating, or actually coordinating die. So that was them. 3 different ways on how to do it. But you can see I got inky. But it's mostly about the technique and, you know, holding on to that to take to your next project. Hey, Miss Bell, how are you? So that was that class. We're almost to the end, guys. But see what I mean about jam-packed? I think I was saying it in Kelly's live, like this box is jam-packed. It comes with so much. And it's a really cool experience if you want to try out all the different companies that supply this stuff. And some of their newer things that they come out. So the next class was for Hero Arts, and you are more than welcome. She is my star student and homework motivator. Thanks, Judy. So the next class was Hero Arts with Libby Hickson, and I loved these. She did sympathy cards, which, you know a lot of people have a hard time with sympathy. I think we all have a hard time with sympathy cards. We don't like making them because we don't like the situation, but it's great to make them ahead of time. So when you don't need them, then you can just pull them and use them. And you don't have to think about trying to clear your mind to create a card, So she created, this is a beautiful stamp set. I love it so much. And then the coordinating dies. Hero Arts also is doing rub-on transfers. Now these things were around in the 1900s when I started stamping. We had a lot of rub-ons, and it's really cool to see them coming back and becoming more popular too. So thank you, Miss Bell. So yeah, so we got 2 sheets, one with white, one with black of the transfers. And she also included, because this was another watercoloring class, She also included a dot palette of the Daniel Smith. This is called the Dream Palette. They actually make these up, which is really cool because I'm not sure, for those that aren't familiar, Daniel Smith is a watercolor company, and it's a very top of the line fine art watercolor company. So they're fairly expensive. So these cards are really cool to be able to try out the paints and the colors before buying an actual tube and spending that amount of money on a tube of paint. So I love these. I've actually gotten some in the past with some of their kits from this company. So, oh yay, we're down to the wire here. Down to the wire, guys. And Libby did 4 cards instead of 3. She's amazing. So this was the first one using the transfers. Transfers also. Really cool. I loved this one, stamping and embossing. And now we could go back with this one, and we went back and we were able to use the embossing powders if we wanted. This one didn't come with gold, but I have my own. But you could have changed it up and used silver. But aren't these pretty? So that was her 4 cards, and that was what was included in her kit. So like I said, stamps, guys, rub-ons, all the goodies. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Okay, this is it. There's a one-day event coming up in February. You can find out more. Yes, and I can link that. I told them, Judy, I will put the link for SCT in the information description box down below so that people can find it if they're interested, or at least sign up for their newsletter, and you can get information because they do monthly kits. They also do like bi-monthly kits. It's really cool. They offer a lot of different things that are more affordable than the big event box. So the last company was Picket Fence Studio by Nicole Peterson, and they included this really cool stencil. Also got this really pretty fall leaves. Well, I guess it could be any leaves, but it's just a leaf stamp and some sentiments. And she included these 3 independent leaf or feathery dies, which were really neat. She also gave us some of their new pouncer brushes. She included 4 in the kit of the fallish colors. But these are for inking, and they're awesome for inking through stencils because you can just push your ink right through. Really cool. I love them. I also have another set of them that are not picket fence, but are really cool. Oh, this was also included. We also got some double-sided sticky tape and some little foam dots, little foam squares also were included in the kit. And we also got 3 alcohol markers. These are the fairly new Olo markers. And it looks like we got 3 markers, but we actually got 6 colors because each end of these markers are independent of each other. It's its own separate barrel. So we actually got 6 markers. So there you go. Look at that. Yeah, pretty neat. So we actually got those. Those were fun. So yeah, so picket fence. So that was theirs, and this was their cards from Nicole. I really do love these dies. I didn't really like cutting them on my die cutting machine because I have a Cuttle Bug also from the 1900s, so that was a little hard to I had to really try to drive them through with some shims, but they were beautiful. And then this is just using the stencil. And I didn't have her colors. I don't have their inks. So I just changed up the colors and used my own colors, my own inks. So that's it, folks. That's it. That's it. So lots of prizes are given away in these events. You can win tons of things from gift certificates to actual items like die cutting machines. It's really awesome. And I really feel blessed that I was gifted the opportunity to participate in this event. So Hello, Young Star Girl. Can you mix and match? Yeah, you could mix and match. I mean, I have the two yellows together, but if I wanted to put like my green with my purple, you know, I could move them over. But they're independent barrels. There's no they don't it doesn't come through. So if I want to put this with this, I mean, this is its own, these are its own markers right here. And I love it because there's something, you'll have to look them up under YOLO, but there's something about the technology of them. I think something about the free flow because it's actually liquid alcohol. There's no tube thing in here. So, yeah, yeah, there's no tube. So it's just the ink that flows out. And they're fabulous. I like them. So thank you, Miss Bell. I was a winner. I was a winner when I met my friend Judy. She's amazing. And she deserves so much from the people that she befriends because she is definitely a gem. But that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that was included in the box. Like I said, I'll include the links down below. And I appreciate all you guys coming in. Thank you so much. I don't know, Susan. I don't know if they're refillable. You'll have to look them up. We didn't really learn a lot about them. I just kind of well, it was like a short coloring class that we did with Angie Blom. We did a class with her, and so you'll have to look it up. I know that I know they've been out for a couple of years. I think I really saw them on people's creativation videos and that such, but yeah, so not sure, but yeah, they would be great for traveling because you could, you know, untwist them. So it was a fabulous time, Ma. It's like a community in itself. It was just so fun. It's kind of like when you're visiting the YouTube channels and everybody is your family is there, you know, your friends that become your YouTube family. Well, this is like that too, except you don't have any new people that pop in because I guess you do from event to event, but in that one event, it's all of just the same people because, yeah, it's a closed event for purchase. So thank you for coming and watching, Susan, and thanks for sticking in there in the beginning when I was having my notorious tech issues, which is, yeah, story of my life. So you guys are fantastic, but I wanted to come in. I think it was Teed that mentioned she'd like to see the haul because I used some stuff last night on my video. And oh, and that's the other thing that we got is we got the little one light that was included too that Amanda threw in the box for us. And we got a class from Megan Andrews that Megan Andrew did a class on a light up card. She did a little cupcake card. So that was another thing that was included. They include a big bag in the beginning. Oh, and then we got this little tray. It's like a little tray to hold things. And they include a bag and a big gift in it too when you get it. So it's really cool. So the bag is usually filled with all these big goodies that you get. So fun. So hi, Jean. How are you? So nice to see you guys popping in this early. I'm so used to doing nighttime streams. But anyway, that's that. I'm going to sign off and go make myself a coffee because I've had a half a cup and now it's probably cold and I need to make some breakfast. So, oh, you're still working on honeybee. Well, I'll help you with that later today, Judy. I can help you. So, all right, you guys, signing off. Let's hope that it closes and signs off better than it did coming on, starting up. So you guys take care. Have a fabulous day. The sun, I think, is going to peek out here. So I'm excited. And I will see you guys real soon. I have some shorts and some videos I'm going to put up of some other little things that I did. So stay tuned. Oh, hey, Addie. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.